it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Okay. I'll just do it
good.
now.
We're good. Yeah.
Let's initiate the raid. Here we go.
Okay. Tweet is posted. Hi, Hidden. Me and Kitty love you. Oh my god, I love you guys. I love you, wifeys. Your little clap emote is so cute.
Oh, thank you.
All right, time to raid.
I'm just gonna sit here and stare at art staff. I feel like I'm gonna get distracted a lot.
I had the animation for a long time, but
Oh my god, Art! This is so unexpected. Thank you so much for the raid.
I know, right? Shocker. Where that came from.
How was stream though? I stopped by
fun.
earlier.
What were you drawing?
I was drawing. So as part of like the channel point rewards that I have, did a drawing request. So Big Mike Games asked me to draw Fat Gum from My Hero Academia in front of a table full of food. And so it's like just I'm gonna draw a whole bunch of Japanese food. The plan is I finished the takoyaki, I got the udon noodles, I'm about to finish the soba noodles, then I've got sushi, miso soup, mochi, soy sauce, katsu, fried rice, tempura, and negamaki. I'm gonna have all of that.
Sounds so delicious.
Oh yeah, this shit's making me hungry, like just drawing it. But I also have the main figure done traced as well. So I just need to like import the line art into Photoshop and then I'm gonna color it.
Nice. I love when food is drawn like ridiculously beautiful, like Studio Ghibli's food.
Oh my
gosh.
Have you seen those like McDonald's ads?
I've been seeing the Woodonald's or something. They put a W in front of it now.
Right?
Like, well,
yeah.
They're trying to get cozy with the weebs. That's why they want the W in there.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure, like, I know at least in webtoons, you can't use like the actual brand name, so people do parodies of it. Like they'll do like.
But that's actually McDonald's, I think.
But well, yeah, McDonald's is deliberately drawing it as a W as part of like their ad campaign. But I was just talking about webtoons in general. Like people will draw the M upside down and call it WickDonald's because they can't like copyright purposes or whatever. So I don't know. That's what I thought of when I first saw it. Like it makes sense for anime, like brand parodies.
I have this book that I got from like a Japanese bookstore that has like some really pretty food. Do you mind if I send them in the Discord so you guys can see?
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Hold on, wait. Give me a second.
You could hear it that she walked away.
Still here. I have a wireless headset so I can hear when I walk around my room. Hold on. Okay. What kind of food you guys want to see? What do you want to see? I'm pretty sure this book has everything. So just
sushi.
Sushi. Okay, hold on.
I love sushi.
Beautiful sushi. Actually, I like when people do like cakes and stuff. I actually
okay.
At one time through a bunch of food, and I've been wanting to revisit that for a while.
I got you. Do not even worry. This book is so gorgeous. I like when I saw this in the bookstore. I'm like, wow, I will actually eat this book actually physically. Like I cannot take it. Hold on. Okay, let me first find sushi because it's a sweet book. So let me see if I can find one. I'm pretty sure they do have. Oh, they have. Okay, hold on. I found some udon. Oh my god, this looks so good. Anyway, sorry. I'm like getting hungry looking at this book.
I don't
really hungry.
Hold on. I'm searching. Oh, this is a cake though. This is pretty. Hold on. I'll grab a photo of this. Apologies, my room is super dark because I use LEDs for my lighting, and I am like a bat essentially.
I understand.
Yeah.
I like a webcam stream as well, and I've definitely gone streams where I didn't realize that my like lights turned off because I have it set on a timer, and sometimes I stream into gremlin hours.
Oh.
I don't really look at my stream like that. I should, but I don't. I just look at chat.
Yeah. That happens. Absent minded sometimes. I feel that. I get distracted by stuff, so it's like hard to remember to like check everything. Because like you're doing so many things at once when you stream too. So
yeah.
Like, you know, it's hard to like really be able to focus on every single detail like 100%. For sure.
I'm looking at the setup. Is there a way that the Poro could be sitting on the chair behind the table? Or did it just not look good?
Yeah, it looked a little weird. So you're a floating head.
That's fine. A levitating Poro, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
Right?
I
And it's an
love that
entire
stuff.
book. It's literally an entire book of all this like
Oh my
beautifully rendered
god.
food,
Oh, that
and
sounds
I
so fun.
lose my mind.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
That looks I
Do
want
it.
to eat it.
They got the textures. Like it's the
Right?
texture that is just so immaculate.
It is the texture. I have okay. I have like in art wise, I actually do a problem with like denoting different textures in anything, and that is like my biggest struggle. So like I feel like food is like one of the like if you know like it's like a huge flex if you're able to draw food with like proper texture. Because I think texturing is so difficult just in
Mhm.
general.
Mhm.
I agree. That's why I just like take images, like free public domain images, and just slap them over whatever I'm doing as like, you know, color overlay. Good
Fair,
enough.
so fair. Yeah, no, I fully understand. Sorry, I'm gonna stop sending food photos in there.
I always
You're making
painfully
yourself
draw
hungry.
everything.
Oh, these are just absolutely stunning.
Yeah,
And the little sparkle too. Oh my
so
god.
cute.
Love that.
I
Um
read Japanese, so I could tell you what this book is, but I don't actually know how to read. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
That's okay. I would just get it for its pictures too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for chat, for people who don't know everyone here, can we do like a quick little introduction, like what your name is, what you stream, what you I don't know. Where you're from, if
Okay.
you want to talk about that, what got you into art?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Who
go in
wants
order?
to start?
do you want to go in order of people?
What's the order of people? Like of sitting on the
Yeah.
Sure.
Should we do like front to back then?
Yeah, all
Yeah,
right, you
sure.
can
I guess
start.
that means I would go first.
Yeah.
So I don't mind. I'm the art nerd. You can call me Art Nerd, or Katie. It does not matter. I have been into art since like since I was young. Like middle school, I carried around a sketchbook and was drawing like a bunch of abstract geometric things. I have a degree in graphic design.
Ooh.
I live in the southeast United States in nice sunny Florida. I stream a variety of stuff. Done like, you know, I love like online multiplayer competitive games, but just like playing them casually, like Valorant, League of Legends. So that's where like my Poro came from. It's a mix of Lux and Omen, my favorite characters.
Mhm.
I've played, I do like party games, I do art streams, played other things like Naraka, Osu, uh, what's the name of it? Omega Strikers, just a bunch of different stuff. So, variety streamer, very mediocre at everything, but here to have a good time.
FYI, Art Nerd here actually made the scene for me.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Cute.
I
That's
was
cool.
I was like sat in my work parking lot on a call with them, and we just talked about how to make this work the way I wanted it to work.
Yeah, and
I
Minty
like
was
it.
great. You use she her pronouns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she sent me a bunch of like little sketches of just like a general vision. Like I want it from the top down to have this side be the bar and this side be the restaurant area, and like just we talked about all of the different elements to include, and I just took it and ran with it. So it like lots of really
Wow.
good direction and like a vision that I could easily kind of glob onto. And so yeah, Minty's great to work with because
Ah,
I
of
love
thank
clients
you.
like that.
how like straightforward the process is.
I will say though, I can't art, so these like pictures that I sent to them were very rough.
I prefer if people just send me something, like even if they can't
Mm-hmm.
draw, like if you can just whatever it is, like it really helps. People don't
Oh,
realize
Yeah.
how much.
Yeah, like articulating just a simple mock-up, like even it was just the layout, like just showing where what goes where and what needs to be included. Like that's and then I refined the layout a little bit. Like while we were on the call, I had Microsoft Paint
Yeah.
open and I was just like, okay, this corner has this and this area has that. It's going to be about this big and make sure all these elements are included. Took like a little notes, like had a thing in Google Keep, and super easy, bada bing, bada boom.
It was a great time.
Oh yeah.
Sky, you want to go next?
Sure. Hi, I'm Sky Bonnie. You can call me Sky or Bonnie. Either one's fine. I am. So I've been doing art since I was a kid as well, but I only like started actually pursuing it when I was like sophomore in high school, and then I majored in animation in university. But then
That's
I
so
well, so I
cool.
Yeah, I have a degree in animation,
Oh
but
my
a minor
gosh.
in graphic design. But
Ooh.
my main focus was 3D modeling. So I know how to 3D model backgrounds, props, characters, and animate in 3D as well. So technically, I went to school for 3D. I do though most of the time in my free time illustration. So I kind of am like kicking myself in the butt for not taking any illustration class because I went to an art university. So I could have for
You could
sure
have.
taken some class like that, but I did not because I was dumb. But
Oh
I
my
do mostly
gosh.
use
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mostly use like illustration in my day-to-day life. But yeah, I do a couple things. I do a lot of stuff. I am a big also a jack of all trades, a master of none as well. I do a lot, but
Mhm.
I don't excel in many, you know?
Love
But
that.
yeah. Yeah, most of my streams are just art streams. I do play Pokemon on Saturdays and I do play all off like I just recently got into Pokemon because I've never done it before. But yeah, I do mostly art streams because I think they're fun and a lot of like designing and stuff like that because I find concept art very fun.
Hmm.
But yeah, I've been trying to do more game on my stream more. I started out streaming like games and art, and then now became like art mostly. Am I quiet? I apologize. I can like up
Oh,
my
I just raised your volume.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
can
there
please
you
raise it a little
go.
bit on my end as well.
Um, that's very cool. There was actually another artist that I was looking at earlier that also only does art and plays Pokemon.
Wow, same hat.
I think art streams are like fun though. Like I don't art myself, so but like I still like
Yeah,
scroll through the
yeah,
art page and like look at streamers that do art because it's like it's basically just talking, but like while you're doing something
yeah.
productive.
Oh
I
yeah.
like doing art streams for sure. I don't know. I just like I like the option because I like to play games as well. But I'm one of those people. I'm a workaholic. If I haven't phrased it before, I'm a huge workaholic, and so I love doing work all the time. And so in my mind, I can't play games unless I can pass it off as being productive somehow. And so for streaming, it tricks myself like, oh cool, I can actually play a game because it's for stream. It's fine. So
You just
I
spoke to my soul, like you just described me.
This is work,
a
guys.
big problem.
This is not for fun. This is for work.
Yeah, exactly. This is work. I'm strictly hanging out with people for work, guys. Yeah.
On the
Mm.
topic of other streamers who do art and play Pokemon, the first one that comes to mind is Video Game Shay.
Oh.
That's that's who I've seen. Typically, like her little push notifications will say like either playing Pokemon or doing art, and her art is absolutely adorable. 10 out of 10
Oh,
recommend.
I will take a
I'll check
look.
her out.
I
Um,
can put it in the chat just for reference.
for easy access. Shamaya, would you like to go next?
Oh yeah. Hi. I'm Shamia. I am a variety streamer. I do a lot of art, and I play a variety of games too. I'm a big Nintendo nerd, so I love Pokemon. Pokemon's great. Currently playing through Zelda Twilight Princess with crowd control because I like the chaos. But I play a lot of different games on my channel, and I just like to be silly and have a good time. For art, I obviously love doing like anime style art. I draw most of my own stuff. I drew and rigged my own models, and
Ooh.
that could be a good thing
Ooh.
because it can be really fun. But then I also have some really cursed models too because it's silly.
But like cursed on purpose or like cursed because it just ended up that way?
On purpose, I
Okay.
think.
I think
It
it's
depends.
cool though, because like I know like to get like personalized and like good models can be really expensive. So if you're capable of doing it yourself, why not
Yeah,
just have a
it's
bunch
just
of cursed shit?
instead of like money, you just waste your life and time on it. You
Yeah,
know.
correct.
Yeah,
Um,
that's me.
okay, so what came first for you guys? Because I know you all do art commissions. I don't know, art. Do you do commissions like legitimately? Like, do you have a commission page and stuff? Because I think I just DM'd you.
I don't really do official commissions, like I don't have a page or something. I just kind of let it happen organically. Like people say, "Hey, I want this. Like, can you do this?" And but I'm not like actively seeking them out if
Yeah.
that makes sense. But if somebody approaches me with a project and I feel like I'm a good fit for it or it's something that I can like reasonably tackle or accomplish like in their requested time frame and I have like the mental energy and the ability to do so, then absolutely I'm open to it because it's fun. But it's, I just kind of I'm not like actively trying to seek it out as a primary source of like income or
Yeah.
like a primary source of this is what I really want to do. It's just something that happens on the side. And that's why I have like the channel points requests because it's free. I don't have to worry about payment. Like you just watch the stream, you redeem the points, and then I'll make art and it's fun for everybody. So that's kind of the way I approach it. I know it's like not necessarily very conventional, but it's what works for me.
This is like a hobby for you. This is not your main source of income. You just do it when you find the time.
Mhm.
So I guess for everyone else other than art, what came first for you? Accepting art commissions or streaming?
Well, currently I'm a full-time artist. I I did I did some art school and stuff, and wanted to be. I was an art teacher actually for a couple of years.
Oh, that's so
Ooh.
cool.
Yeah, I just didn't like how they treated you as a teacher. The
That's
kids were
valid.
great. Everything was fun. I taught everything. Taught for like 3 years and then got the heck out of there. And well, and I was always wanted to do like commissions and stuff. And I did
Mhm.
a little bit on the side, but I was way too busy because as a teacher they require you to keep going with your like
Yeah.
education, and so I was going back for like my masters and everything, so it was a lot of work, so I did a little bit on the side. um but then when 2020 hit, you know, the pandemic, we all had all that extra free time. I jumped into it a little bit harder, and I got a digital like drawing device because I was always doing stuff in traditional media, and I did a little bit. I had like I opened up a Instagram and I started posting online with a different persona a little bit, and I had some commissions, and then one of my commissioners actually was like, "Hey, you should make a VTuber," and I'm like, "I don't know what
Ooh.
that is." And so they showed
And
me, and so I made one, and then I'm like, "Well, what do I do with this thing?" And they were like, "I don't know," and I'm like, "I don't know either." And then I looked into it, and I'm like, "I guess they stream on Twitch. Why don't I try streaming on Twitch?" And then I just fell in
Oh,
love with it, and here I am now.
wait,
And
that's
I
then
so
love
cute.
that.
That's a cute.
uh and yeah, I was teaching full time then during that time, and I was like going to school, and then I just kind of got this opportunity. I started doing really well with Twitch, and I started doing um like I had so many commissions, I didn't know what to do with them, so I just, and I was not being treated very nicely as a teacher, so I just said okay, bye. And
Bye.
I quit everything, and I jumped into this, and I haven't been back.
As
Wow.
listen, this was your
So it's kind
fate.
of a
This
weird
was what was
story.
meant to be.
I think so too. I quit to be an anime girl on the internet, and I love it. Young Shamia would have been so happy because, yeah,
Hey, I mean, and you still get to do what you love and what you're good at, right?
Yeah.
Like, I took a
yeah. I
peek at
mean,
your artwork. It's incredible. I love
oh,
it.
thank you. Like, one thing I do have to admit is like obviously I don't make nearly as much as I did, although I didn't make much as a teacher. Let's be real. Um, so I just live my life a little bit differently. I live very I live very minimalistic, and I live by a very strict budget, and I'm so much happier, even though like it is a lot less and it's kind of scary sometimes, but um it's so much better.
Yeah. No,
So I'm
honestly,
just going
sometimes the
for it.
pay cut is worth like for your
It
mental
It's
was,
the
health.
mental
it was.
health,
Like,
yeah.
I
uh-huh.
mean, like when I quit, my family said they had like not, because I went to school and I did fine in college because I loved art school, and I loved everything. But once I started teaching, it just, they want that to be your whole world, and it just isn't for me. Like I love it, but it wasn't gonna be everything I wanted to do. Art, I wanted to do other things,
Mhm.
and it was just too much. And my family was so happy when I quit it because they were like, okay, we finally get to see you again after like again 3 4 years of just trying to make it work. And it was just also like, I don't know, I could rant about the teaching system in America a little bit, but I just was jumped around so much. I never had a break. I like taught every age, and it would change every year, and they would just throw me places. So I was just so overwhelmed, and
Oh.
I was just like, I'm just gonna leave it all behind. Screw that college degree. Who needs that?
I have a question though, just because it kind of potentially can fit as I don't know if you've done something like this before, but like because you have teaching history, would you ever consider doing like a workshop?
I've considered that. I kind of want to do that in the future with my content and make more tutorials and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. I just
Ooh.
I've been so busy
Busy,
with
yeah.
everything else that I need to, just like when I was so like as an art teacher, someone met like was it was it was it you, Sky, that said like jack of all trades?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
and so like when you're trained as an art teacher, you have to learn how to do every single art out there, so you feel like that a lot. So when I was coming to terms with kind of like what I wanted to do with my own art, especially in the world of commissions, I had to like kind of pick and choose. And so that's kind of where it comes down to, is I would like to do so many things, but right now I'm just trying to do this. Maybe in the future, maybe in
That's
the future,
fair.
but yeah, I want to, especially with rigging and stuff. But there's honestly so much already out there that's so good that I don't know if I could improve on it.
That's fair.
It's always your spin though, to be fair. Some
Yeah.
people like
Mhm.
because I do it a lot. Like I will on my stream when someone like asks a question about art, I will always kind of typically drop what I'm doing to help them out really quickly. And it's like
Yeah.
everything that I say is like common not like you can not common knowledge, but you can find online from somebody else for
Right.
sure. But like, sometimes people want to hear it from someone specifically or like the way that you
No,
like to do
that's
this differently and
true.
whatever. But yeah,
And
no,
Mhm.
I
I
do
feel that
that like
makes sense.
live. I feel like that's more of like a live thing, but
Hmm.
But you
yeah,
could always
in
just
the
cut
future.
that part out of the VOD and just post it on YouTube.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Also true.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
ADHD though. I've tried and it's just like 2 seconds of me being like, okay, then this, and then I'll just start talking about something
Oh, real.
random. And then
Real.
I'll come back to it and I'll like do half of the tutorial again. And then all of a sudden I'll be like showing these weird videos. Like there was one that I like recently did where I was drawing a balloon on stream and I was doing a tutorial and people kept like redeeming like show me something. And like I'm like, this is gonna all be in the tutorial video. This is all gonna be in there. And it was the weirdest stuff ever. It was, I can't even
That's
remember
Listen,
what it was called.
funny.
I
that's
think we were
that's
looking at like this
just
man who took like being a gorilla way too far. He's
oh
just like, I don't know how to explain it. Very weird.
this is just like ADHD variation of tutorials. That's
Hmm.
that's all.
Yeah.
Um
That's so cool though.
mhm.
So now, yeah, I do commissions pretty full time.
That's
Yeah,
that's cool though. To be able to
I
be
love
able to
it.
do that even if it's not like to the extent that you would have like financially been hoping for, I guess. Like
Well,
to
I
still
think
be
it'll
able
grow in
to
the
like
future, but yes.
yeah. It's still cool to be able to do that cuz
Oh yeah.
this is like, what you wanted to do. This is like I'm Asian, so like it's like that stereotypical thing where like they're like, "Oh, don't go into specific fields because you never know like if you can make it
Hmm.
in these fields." And this is like art
Oh,
is
and that's
Yeah.
exactly what I did. So when Sky, you were saying like I should have done this in college, I'm like thinking back all the time, like I don't even use any of it. I majored in ceramics.
oh my
Oh,
god.
that is so funny,
Whoa.
actually. Wow.
And I love ceramics. I just and I'm glad I did it because I would never have been able to run a lab as a teacher if I and like
Yeah.
fire the kiln and fix kilns and do all that stuff if I wouldn't have majored in it. But I don't do anything like that now. I wish I would have taken an animation class.
You know,
That's so real though.
I kind of
So
had like
I
an
feel that.
opposite experience. So as part of my degree, they had you do a bunch of different like things. They had the intro versions and then the advanced versions. So I could have done like advanced illustration, but I chose to do advanced web. So I know I was doing like UI, UX, like HTML, CSS, like
Oh.
that sort of thing. I also have done motion design. I did like a lot of like kind of video editing like in middle and high school. Like I started with like Windows Movie Maker and then upgraded to Sony Vegas and upgraded to Premiere
Mhm.
Pro.
I
So like and
remember
then
those.
eventually After Effects, learned that in college. So
That's
like I
cool.
have a same sort of thing, jack of all trades, master of none. But I like career-wise, I ended up pivoting away from being like uh sort of graphic designer, like salesperson, and I'm now doing like back end stuff, like data science
You just
and
Oh,
don't
that's
things.
kind of
know.
fun.
You
Yeah,
just
and
don't know
like
what you're gonna do, and that's why
and
like I think
yeah,
it's great to go to college right away. Um, but be prepared. You might totally change your
Yeah, I
mind,
I
and it
know
yeah,
might
and
be a
Yeah.
total waste of money for you.
yeah,
No, for
And
sure.
they
so
say
many
the
people go
average. Oh, go ahead.
Some people go to college just to like get the degree. Once you get the degree, it doesn't really matter what field you go
Right.
into. It could be
I
No,
totally
it's true. Getting
unrelated.
a
resonate that for
bachelor's in
sure.
something can really help in some cases, but I don't know anymore. I've been thinking
I
about
mean,
that a little bit.
it depends. It really depends because it also depends on what field
Yeah.
you're doing and whatever. I know that for me, I went into school, uh, fully like I'm never freelancing. I only want to work in a gaming company. I don't want to do freelancing
Yeah,
ever.
you
And now
oh
I'm a
no.
full-time freelancer only, and I don't even want to work in a gaming company at all anymore. So it's like you kind
Wow.
of yeah.
You
I
just
I
have
made a
no
huge
idea.
shift. I made a huge shift. Like I guess maybe like last year. I was like, yeah, no, actually, no. But yeah, like
Looking.
I mean I think you can like getting a degree is really useful and also like getting like especially like for art as well. It's great because you learn so much. At least my university was like really big on like being super well rounded. So I know a lot, which is why like I have like I do use all of my skills for my commissions. So when I say I don't really use my degree, it's a lie because I do animate and I do everything that I learned for my commissions. But like, I'm not working at a company or anything like that. Like I'm kind of solely working for like clientele based work, which is I think fun for me personally. But I think like I think the part of college is also like changing your opinion. Like I think it's really good to have like experience where you're like surrounded by so many different things and like you're growing and you're learning. And so like
Yeah.
just it's good
Like
Mhm.
it's
to
also
have
like
like
a
I
that
think
option there for
social
you.
overall it's
experience. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
good, but
Yeah.
I think
And
sometimes
networking
it's
as
okay
well.
to not
Oh
Hmm.
worry
yeah,
about
for
your
sure.
major right away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
They
Yeah.
say the average college kid changes their major like 5 times, but
Yeah.
It's
also just
so
like
expensive.
the benefit is like networking. So it
Mhm.
oftentimes like when you're trying to land a job, sometimes it's who you know because then they'll say,
Mhm.
Oh,
"Hey, there's a
100%.
position
For
open, like I
sure.
can refer you to this." And
Hmm.
it helps you get your foot in the door.
Oh yeah,
Um
100%.
and like the skills too, like I had the same thing. Like they teach you like the process, they teach you a lot of software. But another thing they emphasized, at least for me, was your portfolio. Like as long as you
Mhm.
keep your skills sharp and you
Yeah.
are constantly like creating things and you have something to show for it, like that portfolio is gonna get like the process sort of started. Like people look
Yeah.
at that and they see, and then they want to have a conversation, and that will
Yeah.
lead to wherever that goes.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, for sure.
yeah, it's so funny. I'm also like, I don't want to be a freelancer, and I still don't, but I will keep that in mind that maybe my mind could change in the next 10 years. Who knows? But
It definitely was a shift. Because I was a big person. I was like, no, I want to like. And for me, like, the biggest thing that came with like, because in art, okay, I'm sure all three of you agree. Well, I don't know so much if you're familiar with like the feeling of like being an artist and like, okay, I'm not gonna get a job because what everyone tells you all the time. Like, you're not gonna make money, you're not gonna get a job. You're like, you can't like, you're not gonna be like sufficient. And so like in my mind, I'm like, cool. If I can't get a job at being an artist, quote unquote, I will just focus on getting a very specific field and a specific job in that. So my mind was like, I'll go into a gaming company and I'll be a prop designer or I'll be like an environmental designer. And that was it. Like, cool. I thought I'll do for security. And then you go into this year and everyone's getting laid off. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
man,
pain.
security is just not real, actually. I
No, it's
am lied
It's
not.
not.
to. So
Yeah.
then I was like, what do I enjoy doing? Like, I'm really happy when I do my commissions. I make enough money for myself to float along with the money that I make from commissions. And so it's like, why am I stressing myself out about trying to get a job in industry if it isn't going to be, like, if it doesn't give me the same joy or security that I could have, like, around? I've been doing commissions since I was 13.
Oh
So I've been
shit.
doing this for 10 years. So I'm like,
Ooh.
I'm I'm happy. Like this has been like technically the most stable and the most secure job I've had. So it's like, maybe I don't have to go to a company to find like security and financial stability if I am already doing it right now. Basically, is
Oh.
how I kind of saw about it.
So obviously
And I
commissions came first for you.
Oh yeah, I've been doing commissions since I was about 13 on Tumblr. I used to sell commissions all the time, and
Oh.
then I started streaming about last year, because I've always wanted to stream, but I never had the time for it because art school does kind of kill you inside
Hmm.
to
It
like all your
does.
time is school.
yeah.
All your time is school, and it's not even like funny. It's like you wake up project, you sleep project. It's all
Yeah.
you do. And like I had time for friends because I I'm a pretty time management person. If you want to know how much like I take 50 commissions per month basically, and I can finish them in that month. So
That's awesome.
my time management is very crazy, and so therefore I had time during school to do stuff, but I just didn't have time for streaming during that time because I was like, no, I have like I want to get good grades, I want to do this all, and like so it's very
Mhm.
like the Asian mindset, right? I gotta get good grades, gotta do well, gotta be like whatever. So I was super focused on that for a very, very long time. And I wanted to stream and I wanted to do YouTube. I wanted to do a lot of things. I just didn't have time for it. So when I graduated last year or 2 years ago now, I was like, you know what? why not give it a shot? And so I learned Live 2D. I learned how to do the modeling, and I just was like, cool. I let my model sit for about like three months. And I was like, oh shoot, streaming, huh? Okay, gotta use that. And so I started streaming like in like last year, April-ish. And it's been almost a year now, and I've been very, very much enjoying it. And I definitely have like a mixture of doing my commission and doing my streaming both at the kind of the same time, more or less.
I love how you
Cool.
both made your models, let it sit, and be like, "What do I do with this?" for a second, and then
You
started
think about it,
streaming.
like, I
just
wanted to
want
learn Live 2D. That was my thing. I was like, I
yeah,
wanted to learn how to use it. It was cool. It's a cool pro because it's like very Live 2D basically is an animation program.
it is.
But
I
it's like
agree.
it's a midpoint. It's a midpoint for sure. So if you're scared about animating, try using Live 2D, which is a little bit scarier in some sense. But like you learn how to animate through it, which is like actually it's like it scratches the same itch in my brain that animating does. And even though I don't like animation as like animating nowadays, it still kind of gives me that same like serotonin that I got from animating when I was like in school and like in general. So it's very fun. If you I don't know. I say it's fun. I also say After Effects is fun, which many people don't agree with either. So I don't know. I could
Oh
be
no, I
wrong.
like After Effects. It's
I do
very
too. It's
complicated, but
great.
it is fun. It is
It's
fun. I
satisfying to
agree.
use, and it like gives you that like like it's very rewarding. I suppose is the way to phrase it. It's very very rewarding.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Once you get over that learning curve, like
Hmm.
especially if you're trying to use like expressions and stuff, like
Yeah.
with the expressions code, like I'll just Google search like how do I do this? And it's like
Exactly.
use the code.
Exactly.
It's like copy, paste, done.
Exactly. It's intimidating because like any Adobe product is kind of intimidating in the first place anyway. So like I understand, but
Uh-huh.
once you get like used to all of them, it's not that bad. Like because I will say like it's not like super intuitive everything, but like if you know one program, that is applicable to almost all Adobe programs, more or
And they
less. Some things
integrate
will be a little bit
so
different.
well.
They do. I love that. I hate Adobe,
Mhm.
but I love that about them.
Yeah, when they had switched to a subscription model, I was a senior in high school when they did that. I was so livid. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna be paying like I'm, going into college and now I have to pay and out the ass, like arm and a
So
leg,
true.
everything just to have a subscription." But I do use like the software a lot. I'm
Hmm.
like big fan of InDesign, Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, and After Effects. Like those are my big
InDesign makes me
5.
want to rip my hair out, though I'll be so real with you. I don't mind
Yeah.
it, but I do most of my graphic work in Illustrator personally. InDesign kills
I
me.
so I use InDesign mainly for, like, layouts, typesetting,
Yeah.
like, if
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
going for
yeah.
print, if it's going to print, absolutely InDesign, like, but, like, illustration, Illustrator. I hate using the path tool in Photoshop, but if I
Ooh,
need,
yeah.
like, paths or, like, to import into Photoshop, I'll do that and use
Mhm.
those as vector masks, but
Mhm,
it
mhm.
just depends, like, I'll change what I do based on, like,
Yeah.
what I need.
You're also always learning and changing, and like your one skill, like one habit, or like like path, like pipeline will change down the line. Like you're like what if I try something different for a little bit? So yeah, for sure, totally
Mhm.
get it.
Have
Um,
people been submitting questions
I have
on the
not.
thing?
I forgot to open that site. Hold on. Um, let's see. Here it is.
Oh, there are 2
There are.
questions.
Chocolate milk or strawberry milk?
Ooh, that's hard. I like both.
Chocolate.
I think chocolate
Yeah,
for me too.
chocolate. I can't drink a lot of either way because it doesn't, my tummy
Milk.
doesn't like it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
same, same.
But
Also lactose
but
intolerant.
it's so good. I think chocolate. Yeah.
I'm not lactose intolerant, therefore I also don't like milk very much in general. Actually, it's really funny. I could probably drink milk a lot. I just don't like it very much. But
Not
in
fair.
comparison, I know it's a little bit
Just
unfair, but
kidding.
I'm sorry.
Just kidding. I'm just
I
kidding.
like I like strawberry milk more than chocolate milk, though. I like conceptually.
Sure.
I like the color.
The
Yeah.
color. Yeah. And what are your favorite animes?
Oh,
Oh,
that's a hard
hard
one.
question.
Ooh.
I have a hard time with the word favorite because
Yeah.
it makes me spiral into like
Oh
I
no,
don't
I
know who I
understand.
am.
I understand.
So I don't know if I can answer favorite, but I can answer the one
One
I.
of your favorites.
So I have a hard time with the word favorite.
Okay.
Spiral.
One of okay. Okay.
How about like a top 3 list?
Yeah. Is that also a spiraling term?
I'm spiraling. I'm spiraling.
Okay, what's an anime you would recommend?
I don't know.
That's true. If somebody's
That's
trying
a
to get into
question,
anime
though.
for the first time, what
Full
would you
Metal
like
Alchemist
say?
It depends
Brotherhood.
on what they
I'm doing
like.
okay. I'm doing good, Charm. I one of my favorite animes, I don't know personally if it's like still good to me because I haven't rewatched it since I watched it like the first time. But I still read the manga for it, which is what the season of it being out was to make you do, to make you want to read it. Because I don't make any more seasons of it. But it was Akatsuki no Yona or Yona of the Dawn. It's so
Oh,
good.
I know a lot of people like that anime a lot. Well, that like story in general.
Mm-hmm. I'm obsessed with that shit.
That one is. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
It's like a reverse harem, but then like only one of them is obviously like an actual romantic partner.
Yeah. I got you.
Huh.
I'm a big romance fan personally, so like okay. So I like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood a lot, but that's like
Mhm.
that's my
That's a
all
good one.
time like that is just like one that I feel like if I think about like, oh, what's a good anime to give someone who doesn't know a lot about anime but like wants to
Yeah.
watch one, that like is my all time like this is the one to watch because it's so well rounded as a story.
It is.
Then I love, I think right now it's airing. It's also a Dungeon Meshi. So good. That one is so. If you need an anime
Is it
to
good?
watch, it's so. I recommend it 100,000%. It is such a good. The animation's by Studio Trigger, so it's incredible animation. The characters are so funny. The voice acting is wonderful, and the like. It's also anime food, so you can just look at really pretty food. It's great. I
Ooh.
like fully recommend it like with my whole heart. It has like it's on episode like 12 right now, so it's 24 more. Like there's
Ooh.
12 more episodes left. So if you want to, it is currently airing. It's very very good. I fully recommend it. There's also Sign of Affection. If you are a big romance fan, fully 1,000% recommend that one because it's so good and it's very like it's mature, so it doesn't feel like you're watching children run around with their feelings and make no sense. You know,
Oh, okay.
it's
Fair
so
enough.
good. It's about a deaf girl and a hearing guy, and they're in college together, and like it kind of basically like focuses on their romance as it like blossoms. It's very good. Um,
Oh,
it's very cute. I think the final episode is airing literally today, actually. I think it's airing today. So
oh no shot.
if you want to binge watch a very good romance anime, recommend that one 1,000%. I also am a big fan of shoot, what was it called? Um okay, this one's a bit of a this is like content to watch if you like sand, you know, if you like just if you just want to consume it, it's called Yatsui. It's like it's a romance anime following like like these middle schoolers, and one of them is a chuuni. It's super dumb, but it's very wholesome, and it kind of like just like hits you in your heart, like oh, like they're cute and stupid, and like they're like dumb, and it's cute. That one I do like as well. I watch it every week religiously, and I don't know if I fully recommend it, but it's fun if you want to watch middle schoolers be dumb together. That's those are
That
my
is
current because
a vibe.
I have a lot of anime I like, but they're like these are the ones I'm currently watching and like am focused on. So
Nice.
yeah.
I I haven't watched too much anime, but we did have some friends over a couple months ago, and they showed us One Punch Man. That was
Oh.
a fun watch. I enjoyed that. I guess like Pokemon technically counts. I watched that so much as a kid. Like I enjoyed the animes, specifically the Gen 3 and the Gen 4 ones were really really good. Um, and what is it? Still sounds silly, but when I was in like middle school, they released an anime reboot of Powerpuff Girls called
Oh.
Powerpuff Girls Z. And I was
Oh.
obsessed with watching that because like it was the nostalgia factor because I grew up on Powerpuff Girls and seeing them like rebooted as anime characters and how they get their powers and the way they reinterpreted the characters and their voices too. Like I watched the subs, not the dubs.
Mm.
The dub was okay, but I preferred the sub version because I like the music and the voices better. But that's
Mhm.
just like, my preference. But yeah, those are the ones that I've like watched and enjoyed. I guess an honorable mention, which I've seen like about 3 episodes of, is like what's it called? My Hero Academia, which is, I was drawing Fat Gum earlier per a viewer's request, but I like the character designs. Like I haven't really seen much of it, but it looks kind of cute. So I'm not
Uh,
too very well versed, but that's
I
what
I I love how Sky went to my chat to talk more. about-
I didn't wanna interrupt. So I was like, oh, I forgot. I can't not mention One Piece. So I was like, okay, I gotta drop it in there really
That's also
casually,
valid.
so it's not.
I haven't watched like the anime for One Piece, but I did watch the live action. Oh my
Ooh,
god.
how'd you like it?
I liked it. I loved it so much. But I also don't think I'm gonna
Yippee!
get into
No,
the
that's okay.
anime just because it's
I
so
respect that.
far in.
I respect that. I fully respect it. Don't I know 9 out of 10 times that people are like gonna for sure be like, I can't watch it because how long is it? That's reasonable. It's reasonable. I know that I watched One Piece and then I went back to watch all the fillers because I was like, nope, I need more content. So it's just like, but also I didn't want to talk over art, so I was like, okay, I'll just mention it here. I talk a lot, and so I try to always like check myself for it. So I'm like, do not, do not.
Hey, I'm doing the same thing. Like, I have a bad habit of
Oh,
accidentally like interrupting people, so I'm trying to.
Yeah.
FYI, Casey used to be Silly Omen. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't recognize that name, but surely, some people change their names or
Surely.
Yeah.
whatever.
He like
Yeah,
rebranded to Casey Creates.
love that.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Uh,
Did we play like Gartic Phone? Like, did I meet them through your stream previously?
no, he's never actually been on like my stream because he just recently turned 18.
Oh. Silly Omen. What? Ah, man, it sounds so familiar, but I'm trying to contextualize. Like, where did I
Valorant.
meet them? Valorant. Hell yeah.
Just 2
Love
Omen
that.
Sims here. That's all.
Oh yeah. Omen is the best. Like, hands down. So
I know nothing about Valorant. It scares me to death. One of my VTuber children forced me to play Valorant with her one time, and I almost cried. So
oh
I am a gamer in theory. In practice,
too.
however, no. I suck at games. I used to play Overwatch for like years, and so I like that game, even though it sucks. But the Valorant scares me. Valorant scares me.
I mean, like to
I'm
be
afraid of
fair,
it.
I play Valorant for like the social aspect. I'm still like really
Yeah.
bad at the game. I've been playing it for like a year and a half.
I mean,
I've been
Yeah.
playing since beta and I suck ass. So
it's okay. I think for me, it's like I don't know. It's just a scary, scary video game. I play Overwatch because at least I know that I can do my job well enough, and I don't feel bad about it. But like in like Valorant, like your like role in the game is so important, and doing it well is so important that it scares me. The game feels try hard, and I'm not a try hard, so it scares me.
I feel that. But like also there's a learning curve with it. Once you get used to it, then it becomes like second nature. But it being my first FPS, I was like, what is this push
Ooh.
to talk? How do I move? Where do I put my crosshair? What the fuck is this? How did I get shot in the back? Like just eventually I got more comfortable with it. But yeah, no, I feel
For
it.
sure.
It can be overwhelming at first, but it just takes
Valorant is a
pushing through
horror
it.
game.
It is a
Yeah.
horror game. It absolutely is. The amount of times I've gotten jump scared is too damn high.
It's so bad. Anyway, back to some art conversation. Do you guys stream your commissions? And if you do, how do you pick which commissions you stream?
Oh dear, no. I don't stream my commissions at all. Never. I think I've done it once before in the past. I've never done it again. Not because of any reason. As you can tell, I talk a lot. Therefore, I don't get work done. And so if I stream my commissions, I don't get anything done. And so I mostly do one off. Like my art that I do on stream typically is like it kind of follows the route of me like designing an outfit on stream, or like designing something that can be done on stream only. And so because I like I can't focus on my commissions. If I can't focus on art on stream at all. Like I like how you mentioned that like it's like it's art streams are kind of like just chatting, but also with like watching content.
Yeah.
I do
Mhm.
both equally, or at least I attempt to do both equally.
Mhm.
And so sometimes it does in fact have more just chatting than the art part, and so I can't do my commissions on stream at all.
That's
Yeah.
very
Some
valid.
streams are just fancy, just chatting streams. So this
They
is
basically
fun.
are.
Yeah,
So
I've never
true.
thought of it that way, but absolutely true. I
Spend, like,
feel it. I've
all the time.
also felt like the process goes slower when I'm like, because like people will interrupt or I'll get sidetracked or go on a
Yeah.
tangent
They
or
try
want to
to do
look
it
at
on
something.
purpose sometimes. Listen,
I
they
don't know.
try
I
to
think
like
it's just my squirrel brain
tangent
as well.
time. Oh yeah, no, for sure. They just know it's easy.
Yeah.
Tangent be upon ye, and that is what happens.
That is
But
fair.
yeah, the few times that I have accepted commissions, like I'll typically ask like, "Hey, are you okay if I create this on stream?" And if not, I'll create it off stream. But for the drawing reward requests, I always do them on stream unless it's like, I want to like work on it just a little bit off stream, but for the most part, I like streaming the creation process when I'm doing
Yeah.
like,
Which I
because
think
I
is
have
part of the
two
fun.
yeah, I have 2 rewards. I recently added one called, like, a mini shitpost drawing, so it's, like, just I'll do a 5-minute sketch, um,
Ooh.
and then the other one is, like, a robust drawing where it's, like, I'll go full ham and do, like, line art and shading and textures and whatever. So it's fun to stream the process because then people can see it come together. I have like video evidence if I could want to watch a time lapse or
Ooh.
just something fun. I've never actually gone through and made a time lapse, but I have the ability to if I stream
Art,
it.
but like
So
art time lapses are so fun to watch though, as a non-artist.
are.
Do you
They
guys like
are.
watching them? I was literally just making one before I got on call, and I was like, "Do people actually watch these?"
Yes, we do.
Cool.
Yes.
Keep making
oh
it.
man. Especially like with YouTube shorts, like I'll see an artist do a time lapse of like some piece that they created and I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Like I don't care how long it is. Like if it gets a little long, I might skim it, like just skip the little
It
bit
might go to
part,
the
but
end. Yeah.
TikTok length, like it's like a minute.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
even though I feel like sometimes it just like speeds through it, like I was just doing one actually right before you guys, like, and I was like, let's get it down to a minute.
Yeah. I
Make speed
mean,
paints
you could.
real.
What now?
No, I should make speed paints. I'm just thinking like, man, I get yelled at by all my friends like, hey, please start
Do you
posting content on
clip?
other sites. I'm like, nope,
Nope.
lazy. No, thank
Do you
you.
do you use Clip Studio?
I use mostly Procreate, so actually I
Oh,
have the ability to do it. I just don't.
okay. I don't know
Ooh.
much
I have the
about
full.
Procreate, but that's awesome, by the way, because I think Procreate's hard. I use Clip, and there's a function in it now that I finally learned. That's why I'm advocating for it. That's why I'm like, do you use Clip? My friend finally showed me where everything can be a speed paint. So everything I make now can be turned into a speed paint. It's great. It just
You
does
could
it
still
for me.
definitely pass it on to me because I use Clip Studio Paint for my streams
You just
specifically
go
and
into
not
your
for my
settings.
time. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so
you
does it
you
keep
just
all
go.
of them?
There's a settings, and you just always export. Like it will only save it if you actually export it, but it will always save the ability because always you just have to enable it each time. And I kept forgetting to enable it,
Ooh.
and chat would have to
Mm.
remind me, and then I'd get like super far and be like, oh, I wish I would have saved that or something like that. So then my friend was like, here, I figured it out for you. Take it, and I'm like, oh, it works. So now everything I have can be
Nice.
exported, which is great because especially with like the rise of AI art, where people are like, you
Hi,
didn't
Griffin. I
draw
hope you
that.
have a
It's
great
like,
day,
oh, here
Ma.
you go.
Oh my god. That's
nuh-uh.
I was working on like a piece and like it's probably one of my best pieces because I really
Ooh.
put the time in to like do the shading and like like I traced the poses for the most part, but then the shading and the blending and all of that was mine. And I'm just like, dude, if somebody accuses me of doing AI art, like I just preemptively posted a time lapse. I was like to just immediately dispel any because I would
Yeah,
take
I think
progress
that helps.
screenshots. So I did like the time lapse of the screenshots, and it was like 8 different screenshots or something, just to show like,
Mhm.
hey, I blocked it out. Then I like arranged the line art. Then I did the color flats, and then I added the shading. Like I
I
promise you, it was like 350 layers of Photoshop madness. So
I'm so glad. Like this is like I used to hate my art styles physically for myself. Like I used to like not like it very much. 'Cause I'm like, wow, it doesn't look like the things that I want. But I'm kind of grateful that my art style is so very poignantly mine. Because man, I don't think anyone would be putting my art into an AI generator. Like I'll be so real. I'm definitely at the point in my life now where I do like the way that I draw. But in the past, I used to really not like it at all. And so I was like constantly trying to chase a different style, like a different like aesthetic. But now I'm like, you know what? At least it's not that easy to replicate the way that I draw because it's kind of
You gotta
wonky.
find yourself. It takes a little
Yeah,
bit.
for sure.
absolutely agreed.
It takes a
Like I
while.
have.
It takes a while to do that.
It's just a
Uh-huh.
normal life thing, I think, not even just an art style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Also
true,
true.
true.
Very
You're saying
accurate.
Parker, though.
So, who was your favorite? Oh, sorry. What was your favorite commission that you guys have done so
Ooh,
far?
ooh,
Oh,
that's a very good question. I
that's
actually think I
Man,
hard.
know mine. I think I know mine. Hold on.
time to check the Instagram and like see what.
I'm gonna go with this right away. All my commissions are fun. Everybody has great ideas that I love to work on. But I do feel a lot of pride when I make little VTuber children because also I can tell
Ooh.
my friends like through random messages when they try to bug me to hang out, I'm making babies right now, leave me alone. And I can
That's
just say
so
that.
real, though.
And
Yeah,
I'm talking about VTubers and it's great, Ed.
That
making
is
like
fucking hilarious.
VTubers is really rewarding. I love it.
I was like, yeah, it's fun, and I love watching them dance around. I'm actually working on one right now. As we're just kind of chatting in the background, I'm making a little guy. I'm actually gonna send you the
Ooh.
variation of it so you could see. But
Yippee!
I'm not gonna show you who
Ooh.
because, like you asked earlier, like, do we stream all our commissions? Did I answer that? I don't think I did. I agree with Sky completely. Like, it's such a don't get a lot of stuff done
Yeah.
sometimes, so it's hard to stream your commissions. I mostly do, but I do have a option for people if they want me to keep it secret because I do work sometimes with some
Yeah.
bigger people that I want that like spend a lot of money on these, and I totally get it if they're like, I really just want to keep it a secret from my community, and I'm like, that's fine, even though
Also,
then it
Yeah.
like takes longer.
I also feel like in general, like when you're making like full on models, a lot of people like to keep their models like a surprise for the community.
Yeah, yeah, that too. And that's why
Yes.
I'm always okay with it, even though like my one friend's like, you should charge more because like it is hard because um if I'm not streaming it, like it just kind of helps my income if I stream everything I do
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, even though it's hard to stream all your art because yeah, there's some stuff I just need to close the world off and work on.
Whoa, this looks so
Oh, that
good.
is cool. Sorry, I got distracted by this beautiful piece.
Oh, I love the
Oh my
lighting.
gosh, I love
This
how you
is
did
immaculate. The texture
Ooh.
on I love the way you
Hold
did the
on. I'm gonna
highlights on
post the
Yeah,
that.
tweet
this
so
is
that chat can go look
beautiful.
at it.
Oh yeah,
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 please
yeah.
show them. It's so pretty. Sorry, I don't even know what I was talking about. But
No,
it's gorgeous.
no,
I love
you're
the lighting
good.
in the tub.
Yeah, I
Thank
think
you.
what is it on
I
the
love how you draw men. That's so cute. I'm
I
the
like
used to
metal
draw
obsessed with it.
solely men, actually. I had an
Oh, look
account
at
on
his little
Instagram.
Gurr outfit too. That's cute.
I used
I
to
love
I
Gurr.
used to draw solely Kaya from Genshin Impact. I had an art account where I drew him every day for about a year and a half, and I only knew how to draw men and muscles and abdomens. And then I learned,
I need
oh,
to do
actually, I
that.
should draw girls again. And so, you know,
Yeah, I've done that with girls, and now I'm struggling to go back to boys because I'm like,
Wait, okay. Do you happen to know who Dish is? Sky?
Dish.
Dish? She's a
Um,
Genshin streamer.
I don't think so. Actually, I don't really consume a lot of Genshin content anymore, so I actually do not.
But
I'm not
so I
familiar.
mean, I don't even play Genshin anymore, but like I remember distinctly her being the biggest Kaya simp ever. So you saying that you drew Kaya for like a year? Like solely Kaya for a
did.
year? I was like,
Here, I'll show you guys. I'll regrettably show you guys my Instagram account that I had. Hold on.
Sky, can I nerd out about your like art for a second? Like the one
Go
you
for it.
posted?
I would.
I
Yeah,
love
sure.
Okay, so what I was saying is I don't know what to call it, like the spigot, like, to fill the tub or whatever. Like the lighting on that makes it look metallic. Like you did an absolute spectacular job with those specular highlights. And I
Wait.
love the little bit of like where the tiles just have that tiny little beveling, like the highlight next
Yeah,
to where the
thank
grout is.
you.
That attention to detail, the
Thank
perspective,
you.
like the way that
Mwah.
it just looks so well framed. The composition is
I
beautiful.
Mwah.
love the
The
composition.
emphasis, like the lighting on the face really brings out like those eyes, and the outfit, like the color palette is so
Mwah.
cohesive. The lighting is very natural and realistic. You did such a fantastic job.
Mwah.
Holy
Thank
shit.
you.
Teach
That's
me how to
so
draw.
sweet.
Teach me how to draw.
Thank you.
Right?
I'll
It's
try. That's so
gorgeous.
sweet. I will. The only thing I will not take a full compliment for is because composition's not I'm not the best at it. So what I end up doing a lot is that I I'll show you from another commission. I do this. I take it into Blender. I make my scene
Oh,
first.
I've
I
heard
3D
to do
model.
that. That's so cool. I wish I knew
I 3D
Blender.
model
That's
my scenes.
beautiful. That's
I love
so
Genius.
Blender.
cool. I've heard to do that, but I have no idea. I've never touched Blender, and
It's so
I'm
much fun.
terrified of it.
I am a 3D modeling like lover at heart
I
because
know you
I
were
that is like
saying that.
my
That's so
thing.
cool.
So I always recommend at least trying to open up Blender. It's very fun if you get past the initial scare of it. It is
I'm
really
so scared of
enjoyable.
it. I don't even know what to do with it. But I've heard to do that with drawings, and that's so
It
cool.
helps a lot because I have the thing where I can't really visualize in my head, so I have a hard time with understanding
It's
scale and
hard.
composition
Mhm.
because I can't picture things in my brain. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to. God
Aphantasia.
nerfed me at birth, so I don't get to. So I do have to physically 3D model out everything that I do for
I
backgrounds. I'm
love
like, I
that.
don't
That is
know.
so cool.
But
That's
that's
really
incredibly
cool.
helpful. Like
Oh
you're
my
It is
setting up a
great.
framework, and then if you need to change anything, you're not like 10 hours into a drawing. You're
Yes,
like, "Oh my
yes.
god, I have to redo all these lines."
I
Always.
I was
I always
told to
clear it
do
by my
that.
clients. I clear it by my clients. I'm like, hey, is this angle like right? Because I can just change it if you need me to. Because I
That
can
is
do that. I have the
so
ability to.
cool. Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
need to. So you like draw it? Oh my gosh, I'm so confused on how you do this, but I am so
So
interested.
I guess this is an art like podcast stream thing, so I can talk about art process, I suppose.
yes.
I
Yes, you
mean, it's
can.
on topic, right? It's on topic.
Yes, it is.
So what I essentially do is that I'll initially first sketch out the idea that I have for my. I think I have the photo of the the one that I showed in previously, I will sketch out like the framework that I kind of want initially, like because like I can picture what I want in my head, like in a very layman's term, and so
Yeah.
I'll sketch it out, and then I'll go into Blender, open up, and I will start like modeling out the scene so that I can get it from there, and then I will take the initial sketch that I have and I'll lay it on like a picture like reference on top of the scene so I can kind of like make it make sense. So I can also show you. Here's the final version of this drawing. That drawing is this one. But
Oh my gosh,
let me
this
find
took me
the
forever to
the.
find. I was trying to find
Oh.
something. Ooh, I love
Ooh,
this
I like the
one.
little blur on the close-up, like, caution
Yeah.
tape, like
I
oh,
will say
man.
that doing this is so useful for understanding like just like because I'm terrible. Like I'll show you. This is the
I
initial
need
one
to
that I
learn how
had.
to do that.
It's so
That is
fun.
so
It's so
cool.
fun.
That is so smart. Okay. This is
Yeah.
such a cool idea. So did you model the bathtub too? Because that's
I
my other
did. Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything
I
has
don't
been
know how to do
modeled. So
anything in Blender. I'm so inspired. I need to try this. This is so
it is so helpful. I will like tell you because as someone who generally I don't understand scale and composition and perspective at all. My brain cannot picture it. This is the way that I can get any backgrounds done.
I was
I hate
told
drawing
to do
backgrounds.
this, but I'm
It's
like, I
great.
have no idea how to use Blender because someone was like, you should try this. Well, I was
I
listening
will
to an art podcast.
I'll let you know that the best way to learn Blender is by like simply going into the program and messing around with understanding where everything is navigation wise. Because I think the biggest issue, the biggest hurdle from going from like a normal like drawing software to a 3D program is that everything is different words. There's different vocabulary for everything. Like placement for like all your tools and like things are all different places, right? So it's hard to kind of get into it. I would say like just generally download it, open it up, and like put a square in there and like just start navigating around everything that's like that like the program has to offer
I
you
might have to
and go
bug
from
you
there.
about that more
No,
later. That is
you are
so
more
cool.
please do. I
Oh
love
my
talking
gosh,
about Blender.
thank you.
I would be willing to like if you wanted to ever in the future. This is like an idea that I had for stream for a very long time where I want to have like someone who knows nothing about like an art thing
I know
and help them with
nothing.
it.
Well, I know
So
things
if you
about art
wanted
things
to,
though, but
well yeah for Blender. So if
at
you
least
want
I
like
could
we
be a
can
basic, like I understand drawing
yeah
program.
So if you wanted to, I'd be more than happy to help you with Blender because I'm always trying to
Please.
get people to do 3D modeling. I'm like, please. I'm like on like the front step of someone's house, like begging them, like
Please,
knocking, like,
I've
hey,
wanted
learn,
to.
learn
I
3D
wanted
modeling.
to.
I'm begging you.
And then I went to my brain and I said like the jack of all trades thing again that keeps getting repeated. Like I was like, okay, we don't need to be good at everything, for digital art. Let's just focus on live 2D and illustration. And so let's like reel it back because I was jumping into everything at one point.
Yeah,
And I think I downloaded Blender, but then I got so overwhelmed by it. But I like
it's
knew that
so
was gonna
fun
happen
though.
because that's how all those Adobe like I know it's not Adobe, but like those big programs are. I was overwhelmed by
Yeah. Like a
Mhm.
live 2D
well-established,
too.
already used program is a little bit scary because like it's like there's no room for like
I-
it's everything is just separated and very concise and very like everything has its own thing and it's like oh god if I
That's
learn this one thing I have to learn all these things that like go along with it. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
truly
yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
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 But
That's
I
the one thing I
do.
wish I would have taken a class in is like learning some of the 3D tools in Blender, but I didn't take any computer classes. Like I said, I went
Mm.
ceramics and I'm like, why did I do that? But
Yeah,
you
ceramics.
never know.
I will say though, a lot of 3D modeling is very like kind of because in 3D modeling you're meant to look at something in 3D
Hmm.
space. It is similar to sculpting in that manner where you do have to
I
think
think
about
that's how I
everything at
got
every angle.
so good at drawing is because I was a sculptor,
You,
actually.
you know,
Yeah.
I like know a bunch of like friends in college that I would talk to. People sometimes either think really well in 2D or really well in 3D, and sometimes you can get both. But like, I
I,
remember people lamenting like, "Oh, I can think in 3D, but 2D fucking beats me." And then the opposite, like, "Yeah, I can draw 2D stuff, but the moment I like try to sculpt with my hands, it
True. There are
falls
some,
apart."
yeah. I
Yeah.
can understand that for sure. Yeah, I have a hard time actually doing 2D more than 3D because I think like the joy and some like the 3D modeling actually came very easy to me when I started doing it in university. It was like something that I like
that's so
I
cool.
I'm very lucky for it because it was like what I really I used to do art all the time and I would have motivation for art all the time and be fun, but I never had the desire like when I finished a piece of artwork, like an illustration, I never had the desire to go back and fix it. But with 3D modeling, if I wasn't satisfied, I would be very like I want to go and fix it. And that was like the moment like okay, cool. Like I am willing to put in extra effort. So I knew that I loved 3D modeling a lot. So
Oh.
I'm a big fan of 3D modeling. It is like it is actually like one of my passions. I just don't do it as much anymore because I do a lot of illustration now. But
Right.
it's why I'm like, please learn. I will teach you. I will help you. I'll hold your hand. I
Oh
promise. I
man, hey,
I will literally I will sit down with you. We can do a call
yes.
and I will walk you through the steps of learning 3D modeling because it is so fun and it's so great to like it's a great tool. Like even if you don't like use it every day, if you don't like to like 3D model, it's a great tool for art in general because it helps you a lot with that like just getting used to like understanding like this perspective and composition, styling, everything. I'm a #1 3D stan. I'm sorry. I
love
love
that.
3D modeling.
I love that. I love the passion. I need this. This is so cool.
I actually, so on the topic of 3D programs, I went like in high school, there were different like art classes that I took, and so
Mhm.
I did video production, I did like kind of the Photoshop like illustration sort of
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
I got
yeah.
Photoshop certified as well, but that's like,
Ooh.
Ooh.
useless. This was back in like 2014. I'm dating myself here.
What am I?
But
Why am I certified? I'm certified in Excel.
oh, I
Wow,
I took
fancy.
a
I
course in
know.
Excel as well, so I
Yeah,
know
it's
Excel
like
and
if you take a course, like they'll be like, "Do you want to do the certificate thing?" I don't know how long it lasts for, but I thought it was always funny that I'm like,
That's
"I can do
so
Excel,"
fun.
and I hate Excel, so I should not be
Oh,
certified.
I
But I hate
I love
Excel.
spreadsheets.
No,
I
I
love
love
spreadsheets.
spreadsheets. I
I
hate Excel
love
because
spreadsheets.
I had a weird
Google Sheets is
experience.
amazing.
In my school, I had to have a Macintosh. I had to because I was an art student,
Oh.
but I had to take all the non-art student classes like this one, and everyone had a PC, and they're like, "Okay, so this is how you do it." I'm like, "Mine doesn't do that because I'm on a Mac," and they're like, "Well, that sucks for you." And that was how the whole class was. So I cried in that class. That's
Oh
why I hate.
no.
Wait,
So
were you using Excel on a Mac or were you using
I
Mac's
had
version
to.
of
That's
numbers?
so weird.
I don't know what it was. It was not at all the same thing. And I remember I had to watch extra tutorials, and I remember just crying and taking that class.
This is why Google
Bawling!
Sheets is superior because
I
it's the
know.
same on
We couldn't
any
use it. We
computer.
couldn't use it. We couldn't use Google Sheets. We were
Oh,
not allowed to. And
I
I
use
was
Google
like,
Sheets on a daily basis.
I
I
do
love
too.
Google
I
Sheets.
do all my commissions on there. It's such I love to like just do all of it. Like I put all my information and I'm
You're
so
so organized, Sky. I like that. That is
wait,
like
here, I want to share
you
you
do
guys
that
here.
I
too?
feel like you have
Here
to
in
be if you're
Minty.
pushing out 50 commissions per month.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I don't
do.
do that
I
many.
have
I wish
to.
I could get up to that number, but I wish I could. That's awesome. Oh, that's so
This is
cool.
how I do my commissions. I literally like I dock them like this.
That's
Nice.
really
Oh, look
cool.
at you with the data validation, the drop downs, and
I
the
love that.
colors. Oh,
Yeah.
this makes my designer heart happy. Like, because I love like data and I love design, so it's like
Really
information
meta.
design and like making a good functional. Man, that's something that also I feel like super proud and like it feels very rewarding to create a functional, helpful spreadsheet like one that
Yes.
actually meets your
So
needs and like
agreed.
does
So
what it
agreed.
needs to do.
So
Oh my
agreed.
god. It's like I get a high from it or something.
Sorry
That's
for
like
getting
a
into
spreadsheet.
Yeah,
spreadsheet
so I
stuff.
fully resonate with that. I like I like even like offered like a free template for people to use if they wanted to like get the same like organization because it's just there is something I just agree. There's something so nice about having a good usable tool for yourself to use like just for organizational reasons. It's so
Have
uh
you have you used Trello? Because
I
Trello,
don't actually.
Heard
I
of
find
it.
it kind
you
of
can use it
hard to
Trello, but
use.
this is so organized. Trello is just like this. It's literally that what you made, but it's just like the fancy one that like people like to look at because
It
it
just
looks nice.
I will be real with you. Trello confuses me when I like used like when I opened it up for the first time. I was like, I don't
It's
know.
not as nice as what you
So
It
it
have.
just doesn't
sounds
make any
like
sense
we're
to me.
having a little trade-off on lessons here, is what I'm hearing.
Oh yeah.
Wait, we're supposed to talk about art, not spreadsheets. I'm so
Well, I mean, this
sorry.
is part
Spreadsheet.
of it.
I've
This is
I've
part of being
tangented
an
too.
artist, apparently.
That's true. That's
You know,
true.
Spreadsheets. All
I
artists
have
love
a
spreadsheets.
I have a my boyfriend gave me a little refrigerator magnet. It says like I'm not weird, I'm an artist. Like I think, artists are just inherently kind of quirky
We're
and, a little
quirky.
weird,
We
but
just
that's
love us
okay.
some spreadsheets. That's all. That's all that.
I have this
But listen,
beautiful image.
spreadsheet making is an art.
It
It's an
is.
So
art
true.
form.
Yes.
So true.
I have this
I agree.
beautiful image that I found that I sent to my friend who's an author, and it's like three hands in the middle, and it's in the middle it's weird uh weird internet searches, and it's like
Oh,
artists,
God.
writers, and then criminals.
Spreadsheet. Yeah.
Yeah. Real. God.
Super funny. Yeah, we're
You're not
criminals.
wrong.
Not criminals. That-
I think
you gotta know information.
this is true. You have to do your research. I used to like be really into writing when I was younger. Like that was my creative outlet because I can't art.
Ooh.
But I don't know. I feel like I went to school and I just didn't have time for it. And then because I went to tech school, like I went for computer science, IT kind of stuff.
Nice.
And now I'm like, I want to write, but then I just can never sit down and like fully write like a full story. I
Yeah.
love making up like lore and pre-write. It's like pre-writes were my shit. I can fill out a pre-write
Mm.
sheet. Spend all my time doing that. But yeah. I wish I could get back into
It is
that.
hard to it's hard to like kind of get back to an old hobby that you used to a lot because like just you're not in the same space anymore. Like you can't like dedicate the time that you want to as
Mm-mm.
much as you used to, and it's like sometimes it's also hard like to like get back in the mindset of doing it as well. Like
Mhm.
the way that you were like how your brain functioned at that time and how you thought about things at the time. So
Yeah.
yeah, I understand that for sure. I mean, I do hope that you're able to get at least some sort of like writing fix in your time whenever you're able to though, because I feel like if
Writing
you
is
really enjoyed
hard.
it, it should be like something that you can try to at least get that webtoon real.
Get that
Actually.
webtoon.
No, I was actually gonna say,
Yeah.
like, you know what you could do always, like, there's a lot of artists like to pair up with writers for like creating like comics or something.
That
So
is
that could be something
true.
you could find interest in that you could maybe like, you can be like, hey, maybe find like something that you can like pair up with, like, yeah,
Hey,
like I can write up
honey,
some stories or
while you're in
something.
chat, do you want to work on a webtoon with me?
I love reading webtoons. If you publish it at me, I will read it.
Okay,
Like
hold on. We
I'm
need to come up with a story and everything for that first. Hold on.
Oh,
That's
okay,
the
yeah.
hard
We're
part
not gonna
for
put the
me.
cart before the horse.
I love the idea. I want to make a comic one day, but I'm not a writer, so
Yeah,
that's the
I
hard
feel.
part. And
Yeah.
I
Okay, what I'm hearing is that I have a lot of artist friends now, and I can be the writer for them.
So
yeah.
true. So
There you
true.
go.
I used to want to do like webtoon when I was in like high school really, really badly, and then I thought about, oh wow, story writing, scary, never mind. And then
I
I went to
don't have any
university.
story. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I went to
That's
university
the big
and like
point.
I had the full access. There was a one, there was a sequential arts club, and two, we had sequential arts like classes. I never took one, so I did not help myself at all. I was like, I had the chance to learn how to make a comic, and I was like, nope, actually no.
Yeah,
So now I'm
same,
like,
same.
dang
I
it.
didn't take those classes either. I
But I'm
didn't.
like,
They didn't fit in my major exactly.
yeah.
They
I'm
were
like
like,
now, I'm
"Oh,
like,
you
you know
don't
what
need
I
that
could
if you
do?
want to teach." And I'm like, "I think I do,
But
but
what if you
okay."
did though? What if you did?
I feel like I
What if you
did,
did?
but they were like, "You don't need that," and I'm like, "I need that one." They're like, "No,
I want that one though.
you're gonna take
I
art
want that one.
metals instead. You're gonna learn how to weld stuff." And I'm like, "Okay."
Guess no fun
And
time
I
for you
do know how to
actually.
weld. I do know how to weld, but
You know?
Wait, that's so cool though.
I know it's kind of cool. I can weld, and I have made so many cool metal things. It's great for like projects, but I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But in my
What a
past,
fun thing
I've
to learn in
done
art.
chainmail like
Ooh.
art lessons. Like I
Ooh.
thought that was so fun with my advanced like 3D kids. I'd be like, "You guys want to make chainmail and be cool?"
Oh my
They're
god,
like,
that does sound
"I
very
guess."
cool.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, no, I'm like I have like a goal of mine as a VTuber in general and as like a content creator in my in like life. I really want to do like I want to release like a like maybe like every 2 weeks a little like 4 panel comic of like my lore and like character stuff because I have like a
Ooh.
technically I have a universe within my lore, whatever, you know, VTuber dumb stuff, whatever. So like there's a story that I have that like I could because I'm like,
I
if I
like
can't write
that.
a story, at least I could do a 4 panel funny comic that like gives you like like pieces and like small little bites of lore in that sense. Because I can't write a full blown comic, but I could like, you know, give you little
Well,
breadcrumbs.
sip it. That
Essentially.
would be actually really fun to have, I
I love
think,
that.
for your community.
Yeah. That's a goal that I want to do at some point when I get some extra time. Right now I'm just you know, dying from commission.
Yep.
Yeah, you have. I
So
get
Yep.
it.
Fair. Valid.
Um, one of the other questions were like, "What's your favorite like commission?" I did send mine in there.
Ooh.
Oh.
What was yours? Nerd. Did you remember what you said?
Oh, it was the Twitter
Ooh.
link, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nerd, what was
I looked
your
at it
what was your
briefly.
favorite? Nerd.
Mine?
Mhm.
Well, I was looking through. I don't know. I've got a couple of different things. I have made so like one of the ones that comes to mind, which is not on my Instagram.
This is so
Uh,
cute.
I did uh 2 logos for other streamers. My boyfriend who hasn't really been streaming but is considering getting back into it. And then
Ooh.
one of my other friends, Red Humility, who like my boyfriend CJ met through Valorant, and then he was like, I need a logo, and CJ was like, oh, you know, Katie can do that for you, and so put us in touch, and I made his stream graphics and everything. So that was like a really fun sort of branding thing that I did within the past like year or two. But as far as like the recent ones, I really like what I did for Minty. I had a lot of fun doing the like the Twitch banner as well as the like happy hour background.
We did the
Um
banner too.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
little banner
I
pattern.
use it as my backdrop on all of my technology now.
I
Oh,
love that.
cute.
I
That's
like
so
I
cute.
had a
I
fun
can't see
time
them
making
in.
it because I like simple patterns and like really simple illustrations. It's something I'm good at. Another honorable mention, which I did put on my Instagram, was an event poster that I did for a friend, for like this local Splatoon LAN, and
Ooh.
it was really fun. We hosted it out at like a local little place, and uh sold the posters for some extra cash or whatever, just to help cover like the event costs. And so those were like actual like commissions that I've done. But then like I think really my favorite like of the recent one was like the party animals piece. I put it in your server, Minty.
Yeah, I have seen
Um
that.
No, see it.
yeah, it's on my Instagram as well, but it's
Oh,
like that was the one where I was just like I went ham with like the shading and everything. Like if you compare it to my other works, like I have never gone like that in depth with like the blending and the shading and all of that. And like the colors were sampled from in-game screenshots, the poses were too, but I like tracing because I can't get proportion for shit, so trying to use references really helps me. So yeah, I know it's like say your favorite. I don't really have a favorite, but I guess like those are the ones that come to mind first out of like all of the recent stuff that I've did or that I've done.
Mm,
So
mm,
yeah.
I love that because like it's something too that they're gonna use a bunch because it's a logo, and that's kind of
yeah.
nice.
Mhm.
For sure. I agree. Logos scare me actually. As a graphic like I do have a minor in graphic design. I mostly did like like general graphics and not logo design because logo scares me. Logo design
Yeah,
scares
I
me.
didn't.
It's
That's one of the
intimidating.
things I didn't make on my own stuff. Everything else is pretty much made by me, but I bought my logo because I never took any kind of graphic design or anything. So I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
That's
So I
very
just
Logo design
valid.
is just kind of hard though. I
I make
feel like
all
it's
most of my graphic design stuff like for everything else, but I just wanted a nice
yeah yeah
logo, and I
yeah.
love mine. It's so pretty, but
I it's so back in college, I don't know if you've heard of Tad Carpenter. He is a very prolific like designer and illustrator. He's
mm-mm.
if you have ever set foot into a Target or a Publix, like
Okay.
the seasonal illustrations that hang up like on
I'll
Mm.
the
go
in
look
the
at one
stores.
next time I'm there. I didn't know that.
He's
Okay.
done those. So if you look like in for past like it's like seasonal like holiday, whether it's like Halloween or
Who
Christmas or
who is this?
Thanksgiving, like he's
Or
Ad Carpenter. He his agency or like his whatever business is called Carpenter Collective. He was a
okay.
guest speaker uh back at like this event, like a portfolio review that I
Oh, that's
attended.
cool.
Mm.
And he was talking like we did like a whole little Q&A thing, and
Oh,
somehow the conversation came up where it's like what's the hardest thing to do or the hardest thing to design. It's your own brand because
It
like it's
is.
so
mhm.
deeply
Oh my god.
personal,
Yeah.
and you're like you have your way of perceiving yourself.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
I don't know what happened at the end, but I
Okay, I
agree
was like, was that
wholeheartedly.
on my end or like
No,
someone
I know.
roboted?
I like they got like
Uh,
blasted off the earth for a second.
oh no, come back, Katie.
Katie,
Katie,
Proximity
we
chat
can't
went
hear
away.
you.
I
You can
think
no
you might
longer
I
hear.
think you might need to leave and come back for the call, possibly.
Didn't you already have a blue scroll for
Yeah, I think they
Katie?
had a problem
Katie, if
earlier.
you can hear us.
We are here for you.
Katie.
Okay, they're typing.
Computer freeze.
Oh,
Oh
I
no.
hear you, Rod. Oh no.
But no, I fully agree what they're talking about because actually I've like noticed that I have like so much of an easier time doing work for anybody else because I also do everything myself as well. Like I do all of my like I do my like like my stingers, my graphics, all of like that. But like it is so much harder to create content for yourself than it is for anybody
Yes.
else, which is why like for my streams, I always do like concept art for other people. I can never do concept art for something that is myself. I'm like, nope, it's
No,
too
that's
difficult.
the
It'll
one
take me
thing I won't
forever.
stream. There's some stuff that like I don't stream because it's too personal or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Because
just
like when
hard.
you
It's
stream
so
art, it's
difficult.
kind of like you're already being pretty vulnerable because you're showing people
Mhm.
like, you do mess up. Sometimes art is a struggle, and it's like you're being very vulnerable with like showing that side sometimes. But yeah, that's cool.
No, yeah,
Um,
I agree with that so much. It is so hard. Like I do outfit designs for people and I do like prop designs for people and it's like it comes so much more naturally for me to do somebody else's, but then for myself, ugh, so much.
The
It
stress.
takes me forever. I reworked my VTuber design like 3 times
oh,
and
I
then
don't
I
want
can
to talk about
design
that.
someone an
I totally
outfit
did
Oh,
like
it.
so quickly. I'm
that's
like,
true,
why can't
honey.
this be for me? Why can't I do it like this for myself?
Ani
No.
is
I like what you're
saying
saying on the image too. Like you're just sitting at the bar. Like, why can't I do this for me? Your little dude.
a little
Sorry.
sad
Didn't
little
interrupt.
Sky at the bar needs a
Aw.
I'm
drink.
alone. Yeah, I need a drink. I was
Welcome
thinking of
back.
grabbing a hard cider because I do have one in my fridge. I'm like, I don't know. It is like 4 p.m. for me. I'm
I
like, I
mean,
don't know if drinking right now is a
I
good
do
idea.
normally like the whole idea is happy hour. This is supposed to be like a drinking thing, but
Oh,
I
that's
I was
fun.
just I went for a liquor run right before this. I just haven't grabbed it.
That's
I
fun.
could grab a hard
Happy
cider.
hour is yummy.
Okay, wait, can I ask what are your favorite drinks? I know it's not art related, but I'm curious.
Um,
Uh,
go ahead.
the word favorite sends me into a spiral.
No,
If you were
no.
at a
Oh,
bar,
no.
okay,
Oh, no.
you
Oh,
walked
shoot.
up. You walked up to my bar. What are you
I like
ordering?
I sometimes order an old fashioned if they're yummy.
Wait, I love
Oh.
old fashions.
Ooh,
I'm an old fashioned
classic.
bitch. I grabbed 2 different kinds of bourbon. That's what my liquor run was.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Lovely.
One was what was it? Did I grab Woodford? I think I grabbed Woodford, and then I just walked by one that was like a honey liqueur with bourbon. It's a little lower on the alcohol
Ooh.
content, but I love getting mixed stuff like that to take shots of because I'm weak and
No.
Good.
I do drinking incentive stuff on stream. Like there's like no money point redeem stuff to get me to drink on my stream.
Lovely.
So
Love that for
I have to
you.
be a little careful.
Yeah,
No,
you can't.
honestly, yeah, fair. Welcome back
Um
also, Art.
Yeah,
yes, welcome back.
Yeah,
Love to have you
I
back.
I
The
need a
floating
new
staff is
computer.
no longer by itself.
Oh yeah. Oh, does my Poro like go away if I
Leave
DC
the
from the
call.
Yes.
call?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
it's so stupid. Like my computer, okay. Don't get a gaming laptop. Just don't. Save yourself the
okay.
trouble. If you're thinking of getting a computer, never get a gaming laptop. My boyfriend, his brother, and myself have all made that mistake. This thing, I've only had it for 3 years and it blue screens like hell because I think it's like an
Oh.
integrated memory issue. I've tried every fix under the sun and like I took it to a repair shop. It came with 2 sticks of memory which are normally you're supposed to have like the same matching size, but one was
Mhm.
16 and one was
Oh,
8.
no.
The
How does
16
it work? How does it
so
work?
the 8 is probably like soldered onto the motherboard, which means and it's like either tucked away underneath it so you can't repair it or it's soldered on like integrated.
That's
And then the
awful.
16 you can switch out. So we tried switching out like what we tested after testing was like a failing hard drive, and then on top of that like switching out the memory from the 16 to 8, so it's 8 and 8 and it matches and it's still blue screens and it's always like different errors. I'm sorry for the tangent, but my computer
You're
sucks.
okay.
I'm going to buy another computer. I just need to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Just
no, it
did
just
that.
randomly crashes. Well, doesn't matter what I'm doing. It's if it's sitting there, if I'm streaming, if I'm in a call. Like surprisingly, it was fine
Man.
during the stream, but then the moment I like stop streaming, it's like, okay, I'm gonna crash now. It's like, ugh. But
Temperamental child.
yeah, no, my computer is a temperamental. I like to call it a crap top. But
Oh.
I know we were talking about like before like doing your own branding and it made sense that everybody was kind of on the same page with how difficult it is
It
to
is.
draw your own stuff and it's that like those layers of how you perceive yourself, how you want
Mhm.
others to perceive you, how
Mhm.
people actually perceive you. It's
Mhm.
yeah. I see Honey mentioned
Yeah.
that you like had to
Well,
give
she had
kind of
the
like
thing is she
direction.
had her vibe already from like her other like content that she's made for herself. And she's like
Mhm.
went through this huge like rebranding for herself in the past like couple months, but she didn't know what to do for herself. And I was like, you already have like a vibe for yourself. You just aren't seeing it. Just go with this.
Oh. Yeah.
It gets really hard. It's just like 'cause also I think like you are so much more pickier, right? Like I
Yeah.
like a client is always so much easier to work with because they are like somehow you may like not like the work you're doing for them because like oh it doesn't look perfect they like they love it but you are so picky on your own work all the time, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's just you're gonna be constantly nitpicking it and changing it 24/7 because I know I do. I like have so many complaints about my own artwork 24/7, but it's like it's
Well,
it's really rewarding when you get to a point where you actually like what you're doing and it's good, but like it takes you so much longer to get to a point where you're like yeah this is perfect.
Anyone else a perfectionist?
so coming from
No,
the
I was.
commissioner's point of view, I feel like we just have lower standards on it because I mean, not obviously not everyone, but like for me, for example, I can't art at all. So like almost anything I get from someone is going to be much better than what I expected.
Fair. Fair.
And then
I
also for
agree
like
with
how
you.
you like to be viewed and stuff, or like how to come up with stuff for your own stream. I find it I have the opposite struggle where I'm like, I know exactly what I want. I just can't do it myself. So I have to go out there and find someone that is able to do it in the way that I want it to be done.
From an artist perspective, you make for an excellent client because it's like you have a vision, you know how to articulate your ideas, you know how to express what you don't want and what you do want, but you give us enough creative freedom to like approach the situation how it works best. It's for me it's the perfect balance because I'm very like methodical and like I love parameters. So no, like from my perspective, you know, I think all of us have probably had clients from hell situations where they give you a very vague idea. You try to push and
Oh
prod and
man.
ask, like,
Yeah.
"Hey, what kind of direction were you thinking? Like, how does this sound? How does that sound?" And they're like, "I don't know. You're the artist. Do this." And you take something, and they're like, "That's not what I wanted." It's like,
Oh
well, you
yeah.
couldn't articulate your ideas,
I
and
love my
then
clients, but yeah, I
yeah,
fully agree. I've had some people who are just harder to work with than you like just like your style of like the way that you both like the expectations you have for how to do a commission are very different. So like I've had someone who came up to me who I like they're a very sweet person. I love them. They're like they were one of my first commissioners in the VTubing sphere. Um Man, they wanted me to do a background for them, and for some reason, for some of their references, they gave me an outside reference for an indoor background. And I was like,
Oh.
"Huh?" I asked them like also like well before I started working, I'm like, hey, so like you gave me all outside work. Like, do you want this to be like an outside the house? Like, what do you want? It's like, no, I wanted to be in the room. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean you want to be in the room when you gave me outdoor references? Hold on, what? So I love them. They're sweet, but like there's a difference of expectations as to what they think a commission should go like, and obviously because like it's like so personal to every single artist. It's
Mhm.
so you're like, oh man, this is not what I need from you at all. Actually, I'll be so real. Oh my god. I understand that 100%. I like I think there's like I like clients who give me good guidelines, but are also okay to like if I think that like a composition can be changed a bit, and they're okay with that type of thing, you know?
yes, yes.
Flexibility.
When you make suggestions that you really
Mhm.
believe can improve the piece and they're
Yeah.
open to it,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
like maintain the integrity of what they originally are trying to go
Mhm.
for. And there's like you do like that's the thing about the design process, at least in you know, what the Hammer did in college is like you start with thumbnails and then you
Mhm.
refine your ideas on paper still with roughs. And then you do like you refine it even more, like starting doing type roughs and like color roughs. Then you take it to the computer and you already have like the concept and like most of
Yeah,
it
yeah,
blocked
yeah.
out. Now it's just executing it and bringing it to the next level with like a final
Yeah.
polished finished product. And you know, it's you know, part of that process is making sure your concept is strong and getting all of the objectives and the parameters
Mhm.
defined first. Because if you go into it without knowing what you're trying to accomplish, then it's easy to get lost in the weeds and you lose sight of where the end point of that maze
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's I like I used to actually dislike clients who gave me a lot of wiggle room, honestly, in the past. I was like, no, I want like you have to give me very clear, concise what you want, and then I can go from there. Because I used to find it really kind of hard for me to like I guess like improvise or come up with a different idea. But as I got like as I've been working with like a lot of YouTubers and everything, I've gotten to be like, actually I don't really mind if someone gives me a vague but still concise manner of what they want from me, and I can kind of figure out what I want to do with their thing afterwards. Which is why I've been liking like the skeb style commissions because I'm like I get like a little bit of what they want from me, and I can kind of run wild with it and like, you know, find my comfort with it, which has been really fun as well.
Mhm. Yeah, it's always getting that balance that's like
Yeah,
really really good and when you
for
can
sure.
achieve that it feels great.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
Okay,
agree 100%.
so how do we feel about playing like a round or two or Gartic phone before people have to leave?
Sure.
I would love
Yeah.
that.
I f-
Um,
Mhm.
I might bail on that part,
That's
but
okay.
okay.
Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us. We could
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so nice meeting you.
before
Yeah.
you leave though, I was gonna ask a couple more questions while playing. No, I
Oh,
don't
sure,
know.
sure.
Anyway,
Yeah.
one more last question before we do Gartic phone then. What has been your most exciting moment as a streamer so far?
Oh.
I
Oh
have
man.
many. I have many.
Many.
Uh,
Oh right, you
as
don't
a
like
streamer,
favorite.
as you said, like as a streamer, is that the
Yeah,
question
as a
that was mentioned?
streamer.
Um, I don't know. I mean, there's so many I just love streaming. It's a great time. I really love it in general. There's so many memories that I have. I know for New Year's I had my community draw with me. We drew all our favorite memories. That was
Oh,
pretty
that's so
Aw.
cute.
What
and
program or
How
app
long have
did
you
you
been
use
streaming for?
for that?
how long have I been streaming for?
Yeah, if you don't mind me asking.
Well,
And then
I
for us
guess
the question
that
as
was
well.
my 'cause that was New Year's, so that would have been like around my second year. I'm on my like
Oh,
third. You know what I mean? Like the starting.
lovely. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, lovely.
Third year of
You asked
streaming
the question.
overall, or third year of partner?
Streaming.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Love
Thank
that.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask what app or like program did you
Oh,
use like to get the collaborative drawing together?
it's called what is it called? It's only an M. It's like a magma. I have it saved in my Discord, but it's it, it's really nice. It's just like this group drawing thing. It doesn't have all the tools. Let me see if I can find it. I can't think of what it's called for some reason. Nah, with an N. Here it is. Right here. It's I don't know how to pronounce this, but oh, is this what they made? Hold on, I didn't mean to send you that one. I was gonna send just the website. The one I have saved in my apparently like if I type it in is the one that we made. Magma. I don't know.
Oh,
It's nice. It's really cool, and it was nice because like I could permit mods and admins to like monitor like who comes in and
How
what
cute.
ooh.
I'm doing.
That's
So
got a
like
like just from the thumbnail, it looks like it has a decent amount of tools.
it really does. It's nice. Like
This is so
my
cool.
friend, they do really beautiful stuff. Hold on. Well, I don't know what my login is. Oh. It's like log in and I'm like, wait, what was it? I don't know. But yeah, it's a nice little program. That was fun.
Even just
Wow.
scrolling through the index is so aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, it's a great little program if you want to try it on stream with people. Like, and then like you can have a lot of permissions and stuff. So like you don't have to worry about trolls or anyone being.
Oh yeah, the trolls suck.
Yeah,
Hate
I'm just
trolls.
gonna take a little picture of what they made and send it. Kind of, but I think we had to make two of them, but I only like can find this one right now. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Wow. They're showing really nice pieces on this thing. Like, I
Aw.
wonder if they were actually
Whoa.
created and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, no,
You know, it
they did
kind of
pretty good.
reminds me of like Place, but like way better.
I let everybody draw on it and stuff. So like
Cute.
I encouraged
Aw,
everybody just to
this is
draw like
so
a
good.
memory from the stream, like from the year. And I thought that
Oh,
was
This is so cute.
yeah, right? It was so cute. Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite memories. I don't know, we have so many. That's what I like about it because it shows all the weird memories.
I
this is
love that. I love
amazing.
that.
I love all of these. I love the one in the top right corner with like the cockatiel.
Yeah, they would ham. That was from Lethal Company. We would make a giant nest, and like I said, they all have like little memories and stuff. So that's what I liked about it the most.
Oh, so
It's
this
like
is like
all
a
of the
nice commemorative
people's,
piece.
yeah, all of the
Yeah,
people's
that's
different
what I was
memories.
like. I thought for a New Year's thing that would be really really fun
That's so great. I love that.
because I can have they can look at it and there's so many memories in there. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thanks. And then the thing that like the commission is the one I posted earlier. That was my favorite. Well, it was like those style commissions. I don't know if I actually had to say that.
The little gremlin one.
Yeah.
It's
No.
very
I
cute. It's
posted
very,
the
very
link in the
cute.
chat.
It's very
Love
cute.
that.
Yeah.
Little bounce. They're so cute.
What was your guys' favorite stream memory or
Man, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because I haven't been streaming for super long. Honestly, it's been like a year, and like content creation is kind of like short in general.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
I don't know, but I think like just I don't know, because like I think I like what I've enjoyed more than anything else the finding a community and finding people to talk to and like
Yeah.
just being able to spend time with people has been really really nice. And so I don't really think I have like a very specific like, oh, this is like a wonderful moment. But I think like just realizing that people enjoy my content and enjoy me was like a really nice like shift for my mental. I'm like, wow, like it's like people are enjoying what I do, and it's like I get fostered a little like environment for people that I can hang out with, and it's like that moment where like I've been, oh wow, like people kind of like do want to hang out and then chat with me. So yeah.
Yeah.
I
Love
yeah.
that.
I feel like I would have to agree with that. Um, I started streaming like last January, and like I think I've put more focus on my content like this past couple months, like starting in December, January time
Yeah.
this year, and I feel like I can see it really affect like the growth in the community and like just like the people that are stopping by, the people that have been there from the beginning. It's just a lot of it is just like I don't know. It's cool to see like that I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
be the cause of something like that.
You're
Yeah.
cutting in and out just a little bit,
Oh,
but I caught most of what you said. But
uh,
no, like
I hold on. Sometimes my mic fucks up. You could go ahead with your answer though, Art.
no, yeah, like it sounded like you were just talking mostly about the growth and seeing how everything has evolved and like how your community is coming together, right? I can totally agree with that. Something I so I started streaming in it was like late August or something in 2022, and then I hit affiliate December 10th of 2022. So I celebrated my 1 year a couple months ago, and it was super fun. But I think like some memorable moments have been just like the shenanigans that happen on stream, like growing the community, meeting a ton of awesome new people, like whether
Mm-hmm.
it's through Valorant or, they plug their stream and I stop by their chat and just people being generally wholesome and really friendly. And we've got like, just a nice community of people who enjoy games and love chatting together. It's super
Mm.
feel good, it's fluffy, it's fun. It's like a nice little escape from the
I
harsh
haven't heard the
realities
word
of the
fluffy
world.
in such a long time. I'm so sorry. I'm just thinking about how that was a very common word for like fan fiction. I'm like, oh my god, fluffy. Sorry. Just like
Oh yeah,
it
like
took my
just
brain back.
lighthearted.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. But
It's like, oh my god.
there was one moment that I'll never be able to live down. So we were playing Scriblio, like the
Mm-hmm.
online sort of hangman Pictionary
Yep.
style thing. Um and we did the Pokemon themed. Like I'd put in a custom word list of like Gen 1 Pokemon. And or like maybe it was like Gen 1 to Gen 3 if I remember correctly. And I was my turn to draw, and I got the word Crobat, and you can find it as a clip on my Twitch channel. There are two clips related to it. Trying to draw it from memory,
Mm.
I sucked ass. I butchered that thing, and like everybody looking at it was just like, "What the fuck is this?" And I googled it afterwards. I'm like, "Yeah, no, I absolutely desecrated this poor Crobat." And so then it became a community meme of people draw like a shitty Crobat and then say "Get wrecked, Katie." Like it's
That's
that
so
was a very
cute. I love
memorable
that.
moment. Other moments of like, doing melee shenanigans in Valorant, like just randomly knifing people or in
In
game,
game, in
uh,
game.
in game.
Okay.
But just I think just like when I started, I was like not really expecting to hit affiliate. I'm like, oh, that's a far fetched goal. I'm just gonna do it. Might get like 2 viewers and have fun with it. And then like people started joining, and I started networking, and it grew. And it's like, congrats, you hit affiliate. I was like, the fuck. And so just seeing how much how much I've grown and how much I've like put into my channel graphics from where I started to where I am now, it's like that is to me is just incredibly memorable of having that growth and like that journey and a bunch of people along the way that I can
Oh
appreciate.
yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of those highlights that come to my
Totally.
mind.
Totally agree. Yeah. I think like another thing for me is also I met my boyfriend through VTubing. So
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, so that was like that's like a big part for me as well. I think just like finding people that you can like mesh with, and like
yeah.
that is a very thing, like a very wonderful thing you can get to like I don't know. So yeah, I fully understand.
Mhm. Yeah, having a solid community just makes a world of a difference. It's
Yeah.
it's so nice.
Yes.
Like people who just stop by and chat and you know, like engage and interact and give feedback on it. Like it's just super fun. And then you know you can just chat like outside of stream hours. You got your little Discord
Yeah.
community. Like we post our daily word game scores, like you know for the Wordle, the
Oh.
connections, the mini crossword. Yeah, so it's fun. It's fun. It's just it's a good time all around.
Agreed.
You're a
Agreed.
great time. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Gartic phone. Shamia,
Yeah.
thank you like for like the 50th time for coming on here last minute. I hope you
Sure.
Yes,
enjoyed your
thank you so
time.
much.
Lovely,
Yeah.
lovely meeting you all.
Yeah,
So
it
thank
was
you
great
for-
meeting
Lovely
you.
meeting
And for chat, if
Yeah,
you
I'll
don't
see you
follow
guys around.
Shamia, you should all go follow her now.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I hope you guys have a lovely time playing Gartic. Sorry I can't stick around for that.
You're
But
good.
All good.
I hope you guys drop many a funny meme.
I will do so in your honor.
Mhm.
Thank you.
So
thank
true.
You. Feel free to use me as a drawing material if it's real funny or whatever.
I-
Just throwing it out there.
I just very high key want people to see the stark difference between what I'm drawing and what everyone else is drawing is the main
I'll be
reason for
I'm
this.
up for it if
Artists
it's
are worse in
everybody.
Gartic phone than you think
Yeah,
because we are
no.
stressed out about it.
That's why I won't play it. That's why I'm like, no, I gotta go. Stresses me out.
No, Gartic phone stresses out artists to no end. I played with like I'm in part of a Discord group with only like female presenting artists, and we played Gartic phone one time, and we were all just stressing out. So it is. Don't
But
worry, the difference is not gonna be there.
I like Gartic. I need to be ready for it, and I actually have to go. I gotta go walk my dogs and stuff. So
No worries. Have a good
but
one.
I
Pet
do
your
get
dog
it. It's
for me.
stressful, so don't feel any. Yeah, thank you. They're very
Have
cute.
a great day.
Nice meeting you all.
Mwah.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks again for
everybody.
joining.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Okay, that was a very brown person goodbye right there. That was
I get it because I think I just got like double fucked between especially because we've got the Midwestern goodbye and the Arab goodbye.
goodbye.
So
I'm
yeah,
switching through scenes like a confused bitch right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Go ahead. Finish your story. I cut you off.
Oh no, that's really all there was to
Oh.
it. It's like, you know, just you say goodbye like I'm just so culturally used to saying goodbye a million times before actually leaving. So that when
Mhm.
people actually leave, I'm like, "Oh yeah, people do leave in a timely manner." I forget that that's a thing.
Yeah. I've literally, like, just last night in a friend's stream, I was quite literally saying goodnight to her like 50 times before I finally like left my seat. Because
Yep,
I kept
do the
getting
same thing.
distracted.
When I'm in call with friends, be like, "Oh, I gotta go," and then 10 minutes later, "Okay, bye," or whatever. Sometimes it's worse.
What am I streaming? Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay. Art, do you want the link again?
Oh, I have it unless it's changed.
I only see Sky in here.
I just never
Oh.
pressed join.
Okay.
Oops.
Okay. Let me put my little iPad. I had all my questions
Okay.
written on my iPad in front of me, so I'm just gonna move that out of the way.
So, what's the rule? Graphics tablets or no graphics tablets? Because I will draw with my mouse. If,
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh,
use
man.
your graphic tablets if you would like.
Yay!
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I have my tablet now on me.
whenever I play it with like, you know, other people who are non-artists, like, you know, there is that intrinsic pressure to like, oh my god, I have to make it
Yeah.
good. But I
Yeah.
think part of it is also like the more shitty it is, the funnier.
Funnier, yeah. It is.
So like that's why I added the shit post redeem just to like, you know, keep like do quick draws and keep myself out of my comfort zone because you know, knowing me, I would spend 10 million years.
Hey,
on
honey, are
this.
you still in chat? I'm just gonna see if she wants to join too. She's an artist as well. Except she's like new to the stream art world.
That's so fair though.
Hold on. She's probably doing
Maybe you
shit.
could, if you wanted to, you could invite other people, like other vetted community members from chat to join.
That is true. That is true. She was one of them.
I will be
Heck
skedaddling
yeah.
on like 10. Sorry, 6:10. It's not.
Okay,
not
let's
even close
just
that time.
let's
in
just
like 6 something.
yeah.
Sure. We can just start it.
Yeah, Sky has stream.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's right. We have to come up with our own prompt.
What should I write?
Okay, I think I got it. Very random prompt.
Okay. All right.
I just realized the fact that VTuber models have to exist, and I have to remember how they look. Oh, good. Oh dear. Okay.
Um, mm,
Oh man. I think the worst part about Gartic Phone is that the fact that it's timed, and therefore I cannot spend 1,000 hours trying to make sure
yep,
my
that's
drawing looks
fair.
right. I'm like,
You can.
no.
There are ways to change the
There are like
timing
a
options,
masterpiece
like
one as
make
well.
dynamic or something. Dynamic
Yeah.
timing as well. So it's like it won't. The timer won't initiate until like a majority of people are done.
Oh, that's actually really
Wait,
interesting.
that's cool.
Didn't
I
know there
didn't
was that one. I
know
know
that.
that you do like a
Yeah.
math one where like like everyone takes like forever as long as they want
Ooh.
until they're done. So that's basically made for artists to have fun and play together, because then you
Oh.
have like all the time in the world to do whatever you want to do. But
How do you draw this?
God, I want to cry.
I don't
Gartic Phone is
know
truly
if
the most
you'll
single-handed, most stressful art
understand what
game.
this is, but it's fine. This is the least stick figure thing I've ever drawn on this. I didn't even think they're this color.
This is a drawing that I have drawn. I am an artist today, especially. Today is one of those days where I am in fact an artist. Man.
One
Okay,
of
good
those
enough.
days where you're in fact an artist.
Good enough.
Oh!
What is All right. I tried.
Yeah, I'm just throwing something at the wall and hoping it sticks.
Okay, I go to the going, oh, have fun, honey. Let's go to a party.
Nice.
Shamia's smiles when they hear favorite.
I
I should
don't know
have
how to
pieced that
draw.
together. I should have pieced it.
You know what? I agree. That's how I feel. And this recipe number 1.
Minty, just the largest alcoholic beverage.
I love it. I love that so much. No, no. Minty,
Beautiful.
no. Minty, no.
Same thing. It's the same thing. Message came through. I don't know if I
is
drew a
that what that
hedgehog.
was? I got the hedgehog part. I got that one. I just
I
did not get
looking at a door.
the rest of it.
So cute though.
I love him. He's very
that.
creature shaped. I love him.
He's friend shaped.
He is. He's friend shaped. I love him very much. You did such a good job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I feel supported out here.
Of course.
Let's see. Okay, let's do like one more, and I think it's so short with 3 people.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It's not
yeah.
too bad. The more you play, the more people it gets so long. I
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this is forever. God, I can't spell. Did you guys know I actually am not someone who can spell? I think that's how you spell that word.
Okay, I'm making a very general prompt. Uh, have fun with it. Sorry to whoever
Okay.
gets
Oh
this.
my fucking god. Okay. Hold on. Let's see.
I can draw.
Yes, you can.
Hmm. Hmm. Man.
God, Griffin. You already came by with that before. Going round 2? Okay, this is a lot of stick figures, guys. Oh, you're drunk too?
That means stick figures are the way.
We tried.
All right. I've tried. I've attempted.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Ah! I
It's
didn't finish the
very
prompt.
so visceral but so real.
You can just tell us what you meant to write.
Yeah, yeah,
To be
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
Guy is a workaholic.
Oh. I see real. I'm saving this one. I'm saving that. That's for me to keep now.
Are disappearing into the abyss from call.
Oh, real.
My God, how did I not piece that together? I feel like an idiot.
Art.
Wow. I was gonna say like
Art.
into the ravine or like, you know, falling like
Oh
confused
no.
about trying to get over a ditch. Like that's what I was trying to.
Like
I
what
that
tried
on...
I tried to
saving
color
this.
code us.
Yeah.
I love that. And the floating staff, like the beautiful. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Oh. Oh.
Ah!
I saw a stick figure, so
No! Oh no! I mean, that's kind of funny because that's what you've told, I think, before in stream,
yeah.
but it's just really funny.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love all of these.
These are really good ones. these are the bare bones of what we all need to convey to each other. This is great.
It's
Wonderful.
yeah, we all are on the same wavelength. It's perfect.
These are great. This is so much fun. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
This is
joining.
great.
I hope you have a great stream.
Thank you. I'm gonna play some Pokemon. I'm gonna finally finish, hopefully, at least the main part of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Hopefully.
You got
I'm gonna
this.
yeah, I'm gonna get into Area 0. I'm gonna hope I'm good at it. I've been struggling with Pokemon, guys. It's hard. It's a hard game. I've never played it, but this is like my first Pokemon game, so I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what typings are. I don't know what's happening. Trying so hard. My boyfriend's like holding my hand through it. He's like he comes on stream with me. We both stream it, and he's been helping.
At
He's bad
least
at
at
it, though.
least you got him there to help you.
So true. So true.
Okay,
Yeah, thank
everyone,
you.
if you
Great.
aren't already following her, go follow Sky. They're gonna be
Oh, yeah.
live in like a little bit.
Yeah, in a couple minutes. Yeah. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you. I had so much fun. This is great.
Hey. Time to hang out in chat. Excited.
Yay! I'm
Oh wait.
I'm gonna have you
That's my
lurk.
crying.
I'm
It's my
crying.
crying noise. Oh wait.
What?
Well, yeah, I will skedaddle.
Mwah.
Thank you so much again.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you too. I gotta make sure I'm following you guys on everything, but I do appreciate so much. I had a lovely time.
I'm glad. I
This
wasn't
was
really
so
sure what to
good. Thanks
expect from
for
this
hosting
because it wasn't
this.
like something that I had that much to say about myself.
I think it went well though. I think you definitely had like a lot of good you had questions and insightful things. I've had some collabs where people just don't have any questions to ask, and so it's like kind of super derailed. So and we got like enough of derailment and also actual chatting. So I think it was a good one. It was really nice. I think
Yay!
I always worry about doing collabs because I'm always nervous about like how do I mesh someone. But like everyone was super nice and like
Yeah.
I feel like it was great. I feel like we had good conversations.
I did a
It
whole
was good.
10-minute vetting system for for you and for Shamia. But Yoru mean hi Yoru. But yeah. Have a great stream.
Yeah, thank you. Bye
Yeah,
bye.
great win. Good luck.
Bye bye bye. Mama.
Love that. That'll be the new like greeting.